big news from the 2018 Auto Expo as far as Hero is concerned is this. That's the Xpulse 200. The powertrain is based on the Extreme 200R, which Hero just recently showed everybody, and the prices will come very shortly. But this motorcycle should go on sale. My guess is by Diwali, but Hero's official line is before the calendar year is out for sure. Now, it's not just a variant based on the Extreme. They have done a lot of work on it. So to give you an idea, the front suspension is thicker, it's retuned, and it's got more travel, roughly 30 mm more travel at both ends of the motorcycle. Single channel ABS, and currently Hero is saying we are not going to allow you to switch it off because there's a wide variation in customers. May not be a good idea to let them switch it off, although obviously that would help in off-roading. The other part of it is seat height remains quite low, 825 mm, reasonable, and it's a narrow motorcycle, so you get your feet down. There's an LCD console which shows you a lot of information and syncs to your phone, a USB charger under the seat, so in that sense a lot of equipment as well. Overall, convincing dual sport package. I think the time is right. Pricing they haven't commented on, but if I were to guess a price, I would say around the 1 lakh rupee mark. Think about it as about 15 to 20% more expensive than the Extreme 200R, and for that I think you'd get a lot of motorcycle. In fact, you'd get a small, compact, fun motorcycle that you'd have a lot of fun with. Hero's also making a very clear point saying we did give it 21-inch wheels, 18-inch rear, but we ensured that the handling was fun on the road and off it, and that's something that will be very interesting to see. Because of pricing, I think they're still not going to tubeless wheels. So these are tube, this particular one's wearing Metzeler Saharas. There's some other supplier who will also give you an alternate set of off-road tires. But as I said, convincing. This is what an India-ready dual sport motorcycle needs to look like. And before this year is out, you'll be able to buy one. The Honda X-Blade is based on the current Honda 160cc platform, but it's a new positioning idea. What they're looking for is a motorcycle that sits above the Unicorn but below the Hornet. And in that sense, they've done a little bit of tuning, so it's a little less powerful than the Hornet, but it will give you a little bit more mileage than the Hornet. That's where the pricing should also go. My guess, 75,000 rupees is what you're looking at, and I do like the fact that it looks completely fresh. There's nothing else like this in the market, and that should be a great advantage to this motorcycle when it goes on sale. When does it go on sale? Honda has not confirmed a date yet, but it should be within this calendar year. The TVS Zeppelin presents the idea of a power cruiser. TVS says the power element comes from the fact that they are TVS Racing and they have a history of it. The cruiser comes from the idea that they want to expand into the cruiser space, and it presents a number of ideas. The proportions clearly are what has become accepted as a power cruiser. You could talk about the Deerwell, and there's a couple of other examples. But the point is, it looks like a cruiser. It's got a feet-forward riding position, and it's got a belt drive at the back. Now, the TVS guys are telling us that it's more silent and it's more refined. So we said, are you going to do it on other motorcycles? They're thinking about it, but moving from chain drive to belt drive is a big decision if it's going to happen across the product range. For this format though, it fits. The other thing I want to draw your attention to is all the finished metal on this motorcycle, which is part of the styling and the accenting of this motorcycle. So from the gold finish on the forks, very similar to the RR310 for example, to all of this silver metal work that you can see, it's all part of the design structure of the motorcycle to reinforce the idea of a power cruiser. The engine, it's a running engine, it's a 220cc single, a prototype though, not a production engine yet, and they've added a integrated starter generator which gives 20% torque boost when you're accelerating to the engine. In that sense, it's a small engine but should have performance for a slightly larger displacement class. That's the TVS Zeppelin from the 2018 Auto Expo. Suzuki has 4 products to show us at the Auto Expo, 3 officially and 1 I've figured it out. The bike that is getting launched right now is this. This is the Intruder with fuel injection. Physically, the motorcycle hasn't changed, powertrain remains the same, but fuel injection will make the initial pickup better and will make the bike smoother to ride. Price goes up 5,000 rupees and it's on sale now. But the more interesting thing for us is this. This is the Bergman Street 125. It's based on the Axis powertrain. It's about 8 kilos heavier, but Suzuki says they've retuned the engine, so there's no difference in the economy or the performance of this scooter. The idea though, the Bergman name at Suzuki means a maxi scooter, which is a larger format, more space under the seat, a little bit more luxurious, and more importantly, a feet forward position so you can put your feet up like this and ride down the highway. That's the idea of the 125, 8 kilos heavier but same performance. Price, my expectation, 6,000 to 8,000 rupees more, and it should be on the road by the end of March or early April this year. Very, very exciting because Suzuki is moving into a new segment, and if they can market it right, they will own this segment as history of the Indian market tends to suggest. The third bike is this. That's the Suzuki GSX S750. It will go into CKD assembly. Pricing should be around the Kawasaki Z900 mark. I'm going to say just above 8 lakh rupees ex-showroom. It's an inline 4-cylinder motorcycle. It's based on a very, very legendary series of motorcycles called the Ks. The K5s came out and the 1000 K5 gave its engine to the very celebrated S1000. The K5 750 created that. That will go on sale. It should sound absolutely fantastic, inline 4, and that exhaust is really well tuned. Can't wait to ride it. Should be out on the road latest by June. We are at the stand and they're showing us their new 230cc motorcycles. The engines are completely new, they're liquid cooled now, BS4 but with a carburetor. The prices are good. They'll start at 1.1 lakh rupees versus 1.5 lakh rupees for the 280s. The bikes go on sale in July. They're also showing their electric idea, the Renegade Thor.